Let me connect with y'all through this message right quick. Know what I'm saying? God did not give us the spirit of fear. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about God did not give us the spirit of fear, man. Know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to keep it real with you, man. Like, you got a lot of people, man, to whereas they are walking in fear in so many different areas of their life, man. Know what I'm saying? They walking in fear. And God did not give us the spirit of fear, man. Know what I'm saying? We gotta, like, for example, you got a lot of people out there to whereas they are afraid to take risks. You know what I'm saying? You're afraid to take risk. How you expect God to fully bless you and fully like open doors for you if you're afraid to take risk? You gotta take risk, and then God multiply and God bless the things that you're doing, you know what I'm saying, under his will. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing the things that God called you to do, you're going to need to take risk in those things, man. And a lot of people, they just playing safe and they not taking no zero risk. Nah, bro. Sometimes, of course, we got to be smart, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, there's a lot of times where you're going to have to just take risk, bro. You just going to have to take risk, man. You just going to have to step out the comfort zone and take the risk that you had to take, bro, because a lot of people, man, they just afraid, bro. They have the spirit of fear when it comes to taking risk. But how you going to become great, bro, in God's kingdom if you're afraid to take risk, man? You know what I'm saying? There's so many areas in life to whereas, man, we be allowing the spirit of fear to take over, bro. We can't do that, bro. Know what I'm saying? We gotta walk in courage, bro. We gotta know what I'm saying? We can't be letting the devil control us with fear, bro. We can't be doing that, bro. Like, because you gotta understand, the devil likes to weaponize fear to just really control God's people and to control God's followers, man. The devil likes to weaponize fear and to use fear against us, man. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like almost like in the DC comics. I don't know if y'all know about the yellow lanterns, but it's like the yellow lanterns, bro. They literally feed off of people fear, man. That's what them yellow lanterns is all about. They all about fear. And when you look at the enemy, when you look at the devil, he feeds off of our fear, bro. Literally. He feeds off of our fear. When we walking in fear, when we carrying the spirit of fear, bro, it's like the enemy is feeding off of our fear, bro. Know what I'm saying? That's how all these spirits of fear get attached to a person, because they are feeding off of your fear, bro. I'm telling you, man. They feed off of your fear, bro. We cannot be walking out here in fear, bro. Now, it's easier said than done, bro, because, you know, life could come with a lot of different things that we may find very scary and this and that. We anxiety and this and that. Of course, we ain't gonna be perfect, bro, but like, I'm trying to tell you, bro, God did not give us the spirit of fear. We gonna feel scared sometimes. We're gonna feel this and that. We're gonna feel our own emotions because we're human. But at the end of the day, bro, we gotta proceed forward with courage. You get what I'm saying? We gotta choose courage over fear. We gotta choose courage over fear. We gotta just keep on going, man. I'm telling you, in the things that God called us to do, we just gotta choose courage, keep on going, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's the only way, bro. We gotta choose courage. We gotta choose to take the risk that God wants us to take. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. Me, my personal life, man, I'm like a big risk taker, bro. I've been taking risk, bro. That's how I kept going higher and higher and higher levels. Even in my talents, bro. You gotta understand, bro. Even in your talents, you gotta be a risk taker there too. Even in your talents, you gotta be a risk taker. Because you gotta understand the reason why some people, they are able to get to these high levels of their talents, because they are taking risks within their talents. They trying something new. They not afraid to look crazy in front of everybody as they experimenting with different levels of their talent. A lot of people, they just stick to the straight line because they afraid to do something that people may find crazy and this and that. Nah, sometimes when you're experimenting to find yourself and to find your style, sometimes it ain't gonna sound good. Sometimes this stuff, it may not sound good to the ear, but as long as you had that vision, bro, you stick to it, bro. And once it works, bro, now everybody look at you like, hey, bro, everybody look at you like you the blueprint now. Now everybody trying to keep pushing forward, man. I'm telling you, man. Man, I'm telling you, bro, even in your talents, bro, don't let the spirit of fear stop you from taking risks within your talent, bro. Because even in your talent, bro, the reason why a lot of people, they never go higher with their talents, because they not taking risk in their talent. They not trying out different things, bro. They afraid to take risk in their talent. They afraid to bet on themselves, bro. Sometimes you got to bet on yourself and just trust God, bro. You got to bet on yourself and trust what God could do for you. You know what I'm saying? Bet on yourself. Make sure the work that you're doing is centered around God, bro. Because if you're betting on yourself, but the work is for the world, and the work is centered around the world and this and that, bro, man, God is going to bless the work that's for him, bro. God is going to bless the work that's glorifying him. If you don't want nothing to do with God, but you're betting on yourself and this, and even though, bro, I'm going to keep it real with you. Even the worldly people, the people who don't even care about God, when they bet on themselves, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of times they win, even for betting on themselves, even though they are in the world. It's crazy. You got people in the world who's not afraid to bet on themselves, but then you got people in God's kingdom who's afraid to bet on themselves, bro. So you're going to let the worldly people have more courage than you? Them worldly people, they already defeating the spirit of fear. They already betting on themselves. They already doing what they got to do. But now you following God, you're afraid to bet on yourself and to bet on God and to bet on what God could do, bro. I'm telling you, man, there's so many areas in life where we battle the spirit of fear, man. There's so many areas, man. And the devil, man, he feeds off of our fear. He wants you to stay in fear, bro. He wants you to stay in bondage to fear, to whereas you don't even have the courage to push through and to keep going. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say, man. You know what I'm saying? God did not give us the spirit of fear. There's so many areas in our life where we could be struggling with this. And it's like, we got to keep fighting, man. Sometimes it's a constant battle that we have to keep fighting against fear, man. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace.